stone so rare, men will do anything to possess it. And all who touch it.
Blood Diamond is a 2006 film directed by Edward Zwick. This is the film synopsis. As a civil war rages through the 1990s Sierra Leone, two men, a white South African mercenary, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, and a black man the fisherman, played by Digimon Hounsou, become joined in a common quest to recover a rare gem that has the power to transform their lives. With the help of an American journalist, played by Jennifer Connelly, the men embark on a hazardous trek through rebel territory to achieve their goal. The movie possesses a lot of great artistical merits. Firstly, the first thing that comes to mind is the amazing score by James Newton Howard that is inspiring and totally shifts the film's mood. Also, it has a great cinematography by Eduardo Serra that shows the African landscapes of Sierra Leone, and a superb film editing by Steven Rosenblum, which achieves a great pace for the film. It's also really greatly directed by Edward Zwick, and the acting is top notch, earning an Oscar nomination for Leonardo DiCaprio and Edward Somono. It's a great film, but the message is what makes it so great. The film talks about the African conflict for blood diamonds. From 1991 to 2002, the Revolutionary United Front waged an insurrection that ravaged the tiny West African nation of Sierra Leone. The conflict created over 2 million refugees and completely destroyed much of the country's infrastructure. Initially, the RUF appeared to be fighting for the country's rural poor, but it quickly lost sight on its founding goals and began a brutal war of terror against the ordinary Sierra Leoneans. The villages were burned, women were raped, and children were gunned down. Many of those who were captured had their hands and feet jagged off by machetes. There's an estimated 100,000 victims of mutilation, and others were forced to work as slaves in the country's diamond mines. Diamonds were critical to the survival of the RUF, which traded them for weapons. The bulk of the mined diamonds were smuggled out of the country through neighboring Liberia, where warlords, later President Charles Taylor, supported the rebels. These diamonds, called blood diamonds or conflict diamonds, are mined in war zones and used to fund insurgencies, which are now called eventually for their way to markets around the world. The film is a very raw description of what it is to live in Sierra Leone and what these people go through with their everyday lives. It's sort of ironical that we buy these diamonds without knowing their backstories, but if we really realized what a lot of people went through, we should stop buying them and stop funding this terrorism. The movie, in a way, is a great watch. It's a difficult watch, but you must see it in order to understand the gravity of the conflict and to realize how many people are living in Africa and the seriousness of the rebel cause. We highly recommend to watch this movie, and we give it 4.5 out of 5 stars.